During a Zoom interview with local reporters on Saturday, U.S. consultant Jose Cardenas explained that the use of sanctions is a disincentive against persons with malignant motives. He spoke of some of the different forms sanctions can take, including visa restrictions which can be applied if the democratic will of the people is thwarted. Cardenas addressed comments made by U.S. Attorney Bart Fisher, who claimed that the threat of sanctions against Guyana was nothing more than loose talk.
If there's somebody that tries to thwart the will of the Guyanese people in that respect, Washington absolutely has measures it can impose on that individual that relates to their ability to, for example, have a bank account in the United States or otherwise do banking in their private lives that touch the U.S. economic system. That person also can lose their ability to travel to the United States. Their visas can be revoked. And if it is decided to be a larger conspiracy, and I'm just speculating here, but it's important to understand what the options are in the United States for all concerned, is that if there is determined to be a government-wide conspiracy to thwart the will of the Guyanese people, absolutely the U.S. can place sectoral sanctions.
Sectoral sanctions, Cardenas explained, can have serious consequences for Guyana and its ability to earn money. With Guyana currently banking its oil revenues in the U.S. Federal Reserve, the former State Department official says that there are implications for this.
That we are talking about the worst case scenario. And those events will be driven, those possibilities will be driven by events in Georgetown and within the current government. So yes, the answer to your question is if those funds sit in a U.S. institution, they certainly can be frozen. And
Notwithstanding, there is a process that the U.S. will go through in an effort to avoid sanctions. According to Cardenas, sanctions are a last resort and the U.S. will likely work with organizations like CARICOM to find a less acrimonious resolution. It has been nearly 4 months since elections were held, and the international community has put pressure on the caretaker APNU AFC government to stay on the democratic path. The incumbent has refused to accept defeat, which the recently concluded national recount had certified. Officials in the United States have also hinted that sanctions are a possibility if the will of the people is not respected. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.